Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be a quick overview on a new weapons light that I just received. This is the WL10 Executor by Nextorch, and if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you might have caught some reviews that I've done on some of their other flashlights, especially the handheld ones. So when the guys over at Nextorch contacted me and asked me if I wanted to review this weapons light, I was definitely on board for that. I asked them to send it over as soon as possible, especially because I just purchased this Glock 19, so I was actually looking for a weapons light for it. Now, the one thing that I really like about Nextorch as a company is that it definitely seems like they put a lot of thought process into their products as far as how the end user is going to use that particular products and the features that it comes with. So there's not a lot of videos on different flashlights from Nextorch, so whenever I find something that I like, I always like to share it with you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the light itself. I'll show you that the gun is clear, so nothing in the chamber, there's no magazine in there. Let me go ahead and take the light off of there so we can focus specifically on that. So the first thing that I found when I got this light in my hand is that it was very, very lightweight. It actually comes in at 90 grams, so it's not going to add a lot of unnecessary weight to the front of your firearm, and that's pretty important, I would say, for a lot of people, just because you train and you want to make sure that you create that muscle memory. So adding any extra weight or anything like that might disrupt that. So 90 grams on this light, and it's also it's aluminum, so it's going to be very sturdy, which is the other thing that I did find. So you're going to get lightweight, but it's going to be able to hold up to the recoil, and that you're going to put it through any use or anything like that. So you guys can see the form factor of the light is very reminiscent of an actual flashlight. It looks like they took a small flashlight and added a mount to it so you can mount it onto your gun. So it's not going to add a lot of bulk to the front of your gun either, which is really nice. And normally you find some weapons lights that are kind of squared off and stuff like that. This one's kind of rounded to keep that same contour shape of the battery, and it minimizes the actual bulk that it adds to the front of the gun. The way of attaching the light itself to the gun is by way of this nut right here. Basically, you turn left or right to lock and unlock it, and what it does is when you turn it to lock, it actually raises this bar right here, and then this bar will sit in the space in the rail, and it'll actually lock it in place. So it's very sturdy, very easy to take on and off, but once you have it on there, it's not going to come off, which is one of the things that you don't want to have to deal with. The light runs on one CR123 battery, and that gives you 230 lumens of light coming out of this light. So you definitely get a very bright light and a very small lightweight package, which is always really good. Now the total runtime is 80 minutes on that 123 battery, and you get a beam distance of 426 feet. So it's definitely more than enough light to light up pretty much any room in your house. So if you're going to be using this, let's say, as a primary home defense gun, attached to your gun, then it's definitely going to do its job. The way that you activate the light is by the way of this switch right here, and obviously, as you guys can see, it's ambidextrous. So basically you can activate it left or right-handed, and it has two features. First one is if you lightly press it, it'll give you a momentary on, so on and off. And then if you want a constant on, you press it all the way, it clicks on, and you're good to go. Like I said, you get a 80-minute runtime on that, so when you click it on, that's how long you'll have if you leave the light on altogether throughout the whole duration of the battery. Now, it is compatible with different size rails, especially the Picatinny rail, but I did want to mention, and this came straight from the guys over at Nextorch, that the light was originally designed to fit a full-size firearm, so let's say like a Glock 17. Obviously, as you guys saw, it does fit on my Glock 19 just fine. It attaches perfectly fine, and once you bolt it down, it's good to go. But in this ever-changing world of firearms getting smaller and easier to carry and stuff like that, they obviously want to make sure that the light is going to fit into any type of firearm. So they are looking at different possibilities that maybe will come out in the future with something else to fit smaller firearms a little bit better. But if you have anything, Glock 17 or something like that, those kind of sizes, or even a Glock 19, 23, things like that, the light should be fine for those. So just wanted to mention that. Another feature that that this has, which was pretty cool, is it has a lockout feature. So when you turn the light on, if you want to turn the bezel a quarter turn, it'll actually lock it out. So now it won't turn on or off or anything like that. So if you have it in a bag, or you're transporting it or something like that, and you don't want the light to come on by mistake, you can always do that. And then when you're ready to use it, you can just turn it, and there you go, on and off, and you'll be good to go. So basically, the things that I wanted to share about this particular light is that it's it's very lightweight. That's one of the first things that I was looking for. The aluminum makes it very lightweight, 90 grams. So you're not going to feel too much added weight onto your firearm. But it also feels very, very sturdy. And, obviously, if you're going to be putting a lot of rounds through the gun, you want to practice with the light on there. You're not going to have to worry about it damaging it or anything like that. And it's very easy to put on and off. So if you're going to be using this light for multiple firearms, you can just, unscrew it, put it on one. When you're good to go, you screw it off, put it on the other one. And it pretty much you don't have to worry too much about having any Allen wrenches or anything like that to put the light on or off, and you're good to go. So let me go ahead and throw it back on here so you guys can see. So let's slide it on the rail there, and then turn it towards the lock side, and as soon as it tightens up, there you go, you're good to go. So there's the light. Again, this is the Glock 19, so you guys can see what it looks like there. So just a view from the top, it doesn't really add a lot of bulk to the front. You don't see the light sticking out too much, just the two paddles there. So if you're right-handed and you want to go ahead and activate it with your trigger finger, you can do that way. If you want to bring up your thumb and activate it with your left hand with your thumb, you do it that way. Same thing with your left-handed. So obviously ambidextrous all the way around. It looks really cool on the front of the gun there. It's my personal opinion, obviously, but I've been playing with it for the past couple of days, and I really, really enjoy it. I haven't been able to shoot with it yet, but I'm going to try and take it out to the range and shoot a couple rounds with the light on there, but I'm pretty sure it'll perform very well. Now, another thing that the guys over at Nextorch wanted me to go ahead and point out was that as of January 1st of next year, the MSRP on this light is going to drop to $74.95. But if you do search through Amazon, and actually I did, you're actually able to find this particular light right now for about $58, depending on which store in Amazon you look at. But $58 for a really awesome light, 230 lumens, 90 grams. You really can't beat it. So I would definitely recommend this, especially if you've never had a weapons light before. You want to try something out that's pretty cool, and it, from a pretty good company, as far as something that's gonna enhance the usage of your firearm. I would definitely recommend checking this out. Again, this is the WL10 Executor by Nextorch. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.